I just whipped up my breakfast and, oh, update. So I did in fact try the Hillary's beet vinaigrette and it is pretty good. It's really mild though. Like if you're one of those people who hates the taste of beets or finds them off-putting, it really doesn't have a like super strong beet flavor. So there is that. But I did really like it. Whipped up my beauty dust. I'm still really enjoying this. And as far as my biotin, you guys know I picked up this Nature's Bounty Optimal Solutions at Costco this past weekend. The gummies, which I've had in the past before, noticed the same biotin benefits. These particular gummies also have vitamin C and vitamin E in them. They're not vegan because they have gelatin in them. Have in 2 gummies is 2,500 micrograms. You guys know with the dissolving tablets, I think I was taking like 10,000 micrograms. So basically, in the dosage, 2,500 is honestly probably fine, and I had noticed an effect at 2,500 once upon a time. But now I'm doing 2 gummies in the morning and 2 gummies at night. So I'm on 5,000 micrograms daily. So I like taking these with food because it is a water-soluble vitamin and is best absorbed that way. I'm rocking Totoro and Beauty Dust, and some of you guys mentioned that you are enjoying Totoro as well. And then I also, of course, have my serving of rice cauliflower with serving of oatmeal and a serving of the pea protein and some cashews and a few peanuts and some of the Truvia brown sugar drizzled on there. So that is my breakfast, and today I have clinic that I'm going to buzz out to, and it's going to be exciting. And then I want to go to Target afterwards because Happily a Housewife posted her April favorites. And you guys know I was talking about how I detest that desk lamp over there. And some of you all mentioned, like, why not go to Target and get a cute desk lamp? And then I think that's a good idea. And she posted her April favorites, this desk lamp that she got there that has like a charging station on it. And so I'm intrigued by that. I wasn't able to get a good look at it in her video to see like the size wise. I couldn't really gauge from her video the size of it. So I want to go to Target and see if I can't find it and kind of see it in physical form to see if it'll work for me or not. So I want to do that. Plus I have a few other things that I want to just look in Target for, but not necessarily buy. So I think I'm going to go in there with cash and not allow myself to spend any excessive money, which is difficult in the Target. But yeah, that is where I'm at. Oh, and I'm wearing my Carol Hockman tank today. This morning I did, I've been doing the Tone It Up girls again because they've got some new videos. Just to kind of change it up, they've got some new videos on their site that I hadn't done in a while. So this morning I did an abs one that was really good. And oh yeah, I'm wearing my Coolie Bar Universal Protective Factor 50 black pants. And my hair is doing this morning, so who knows what will happen later on in the day with that. But that is where I'm at. We've got betta spinach, half a zucchini, roasted red bell peppers, peanuts, those fantastic lentils, shelled hemp seed, and some of that beet dressing. It's so good, guys. And a little, I think I've got nutritional yeast in there too. And then Minnie winking at me. Supplemental. And my saltines.
I knew the previous owner was one of Dongho's teachers. To be honest, I was in 2 minds about the whole thing.
Well, hey guys, I'm just rocking out with the classic rock station here after work. You all are always sniffing around to find out how old I am, as if I'll ever tell. But to give you a little clue, quizás, I had this as a cassette. Who remembers cassettes? I'm not talking about CDs. I'm talking about a cassette tape, wherein you had to put it into a tape deck. I know there are people who probably had records, and I was not of the record generation. But I did, in fact, have this as a cassette tape that we played in the car. And do you remember in cassettes, like if you wanted to rewind, there was no little circle arrow that would just take you back 15 seconds. You could take it out of the tape deck, and you could put your pinky in and gently rewind and get the ribbon to go back. Yeah. But anyways, clinic day was good, busy jiving. Do we have anybody in the audience who lives in Rhode Island? Because fun fact, Rhode Island, it appears, is trying to pass some legislation to allow children to bring sunscreen to school without a doctor's note. Which I think some of you have pointed out that your kids have had a hard time being able to take sunscreen to school. And, you know, I obviously don't have kids, and this really isn't something that anybody's ever brought up to me, but sunscreens are, in fact, a medication. You know, that's why I always tell you guys, like, look for the terms broad spectrum, SPF 30 or higher. That labeling is regulated because sunscreens are regulated almost as basically as drugs. They have to demonstrate efficacy, and so I guess kids aren't allowed to bring drugs to school. That's crazy, but it's unfortunate that it is that way. But good for Rhode Island for changing that up so kids can liberally reapply. But anyways, I'm here at Target, as I told you guys, and I'm going to scout out the lamp that Happily a Housewife was talking about. Here is the dilemma, and Target does this on purpose. You would think there would be a lamp section in Target, but I know it's not going to be that straightforward. There's like a homeware section with all of these like jazzy things that are going to distract me and get my attention, where the lamp could be hiding. This is like Where's Waldo we're about to embark on, guys. Where is the Target lamp? How many things do I not need that I'm going to have to look at and ooh and ah over before I find this lamp I just want to identify? So wish me luck, guys. Wish me luck. Oh, guys, look. Palmer's Cocoa. Look, guys, Palmer's Cocoa Butter has a rose hip. Oh, this is just like rose hip fragrance oil. I wonder if this is good as a cleansing oil. Maybe one of you guys said it was. I can't remember. It's $8 here at Target. I'm not gonna get it. I'm gonna wait and see if they have it on Walgreens because I bought it. Or sorry, because Ebates has 15% cash back on Walgreens orders, and I'm gonna order some stuff on Walgreens. So I might check this one out. Okay, here's their Fade Cream. This has alpha hydroxy acid in it in addition to hydroquinone, it says. So this should not be applied for more than 16 weeks at a time. I'm getting some questions on that, but I'm going to just say that, yeah, it shouldn't be applied continuously for more than 16 weeks at a time. I would encourage you guys to try and get in to see a derm while you're doing this, just to make sure that you should continue using it, because it can cause quite a bit of irritation. So that's why it's a good idea to have somebody just kind of check in with, but ideally you should take a break from it for a few weeks after 16 weeks of continuous use. But yeah, I do want to try the cocoa butter formula face serum here. Oops, as I throw it on the floor. Okay, so I'm over here in the Ollie vitamins because all the YouTubers have been singing the praises of these Magic Dose, but people really like these. They're kind of expensive though. They're on sale right now for $13.99. That's for 30 gummies, which is 30 servings, so a month's supply for $13.99. That's kind of pricey. Whereas the this one at Costco I think was $9.99 and had like maybe 60 servings or something. I'd have to double check online actually. Ew, what's the flawless complexion one? Everybody wants that. Antioxidants. What antioxidants does it claim to have? It's got vitamin A and vitamin E. Vitamin A and vitamin E are fat soluble, whereas biotin's water soluble. So if you take this one and you want to see any benefit, you gotta take it with a little peanut butter or something. FYI. Now, I've said this on here before, there's no evidence for ingesting collagen as having any benefit on the skin, nor ingesting hyaluronic acid. I'm wondering where the sea buckthorn thing comes from. Oh, it's marine. Sea buckthorn is supposedly a unique and highly revered superfood. These berries are bursting with skin-nourishing phytonutrients. Okay. So I'm over here in the candles, and because my lilac is gonna run out soon, sadness, but I've never tried these Chesapeake Bay candles before, but they're actually pretty inexpensive, and I'm kind of wanting to go back to a cookie-ish smell, and I sort of like this caramel latte one. It's nice. Snuggly sweater. Ooh, snuggly. I don't like that. But the Target brand candles are like, I think, 15% off. But they're all these like kind of fruity fragrances. But they've got some new ones too. Coastal Palm. Ooh, that's pungent. Havana Oak. Ooh, now I like that. Not for me, but it's kind of a nice masculine scent. Lush Amazon. The Amazon is lush. Guys, I found it. It's this one. This is the one Sam was talking about. It's cool because you can charge your phone on it. But I'm glad I'm seeing it in person. I don't think it's gonna work for me. It's not really mine. It looked really cute on her desk. Really cute, but I don't think it'll look right with mine. I don't know. It's $15. It's not too bad. Well, guys, I did okay. I didn't end up getting the lamp, of course, because I wasn't too sure I wanted to shell out $15 for something I wasn't completely convinced was going to work. And you know Target, that thing will go on clearance, so I can wait. But I did, in fact, get some Ibotta stuff that I needed and is on Ibotta. Yeah, I went ahead and picked up some more of the 7th generation free and clear detergent pods. I've really been enjoying these, and they're $3 cash back on Ibotta. And I also got another Kavita, because that's cash back, and I want to have that tonight. And then I'm going to do a little baking probably for my mom for Mother's Day. We'll see if I can get my act together. But these were on Ibotta. They're the Enjoy Life Dark Chocolate Dairy Nut and Soy Free Chocolate Morsels for baking. So there's a recipe on the back for nutty dark chocolate chip cookies. So maybe I will get my act together and do that, but knowing me, I will probably just eat these directly out of the bag. So that is that. Not too bad. I went in there with cash and I only spent I spent $15, so that's not too bad. That's the trick to getting out of the bullseye unscathed. But anyways, I'm gonna head home and go to the gym. Well, hey guys, I just got out of the shower, back from the gym. I hope you guys enjoyed my nighttime and daytime skincare routine videos the other day. I have been wanting to share that with you guys again and kind of a more uniform fashion, so hopefully you all enjoyed it. Coming back to the Ambi Fade Cream that I was talking about today in Target, you know, that is hydroquinone, which I've talked about before, especially in my tips for melasma and dark spots video. Hydroquinone, as I've said on here before, is very, very safe. There is a potential side effect of something called pseudoachronosis, which is a disfiguring change in the skin, which is why it's cautioned not to use it continuously for more than 16 weeks at a time. But as far as from a safety perspective, it's a very safe ingredient. The most common thing that it causes is a lot of irritation in the skin. But as far as melasma and dark spots in the skin, it's one of the best, it's one of the most well-studied ingredients, and an ingredient that has the most data behind its efficacy and utility in treating melasma and dark spots. And so, you know, it's really best to not be doing a DIY thing on your own if you're able, because there are potential side effects of the irritation with it, and the irritation can make the dark spots stay around a lot longer. And, you know, you may not be aware that that's what's going on. It may be quite subtle. You know, there are a ton of over-the-counter like brighteners and, you know, fade creams and all of these botanic things, many of which I mentioned in my melasma dark spot video. Things like soy, arbutin, you know, various botanical ingredients. So coming back to my nighttime skincare routine, you know, most of the stuff in my everyday skincare routine is stuff that I've used for years. But coming in, you know, from the skincare haul, something that I tried that is another ingredient that is quite helpful does have quite a bit of data for melasma as well as acne and rosacea is azelaic acid, and you guys have asked me about it on here before. And one product that I recently tried out that I do not like, and I don't think it's good at all, honestly, just in my opinion and experience in using it on myself, this Glytone Enhanced Brightening Complex that's azelaic acid, which is fine, but it's also glycolic acid. And I just find that this caused quite a bit of irritation, as expected from the glycolic acid. And I really did give this a pretty good try. I really did use this pretty consistently for several nights as I, you know, just to test it out. I didn't really talk about it too much because I wanted to wait and see what I thought about it before really talking to you guys, but I am not impressed with this, and it really just caused more irritation, and you know, I was not impressed. Honestly, I have reservations that the glycolic acid in here may interfere with the efficacy of the azelaic acid. You know, I mean, this is not the same as prescription azelaic acid, so who knows how good the azelaic acid in this is, for that matter. When I run out of that Neutrogena 100 Plus sunscreen that I've been using every day, I'm close to being out of it. I think I'm going to switch over to this Vino Positively Radiant. I have used this in the past, and this has total soy complex in it, and it also has niacinamide in it, and it is a chemical sunscreen. And I have used this consistently in the past, as well as there's a nighttime cream that has these same ingredients, and I was really impressed with this. So, you know, that's another example. This, I believe, is like, I want to say $70 or something. It's really expensive. And this, you know, is like somewhere in the ballpark of like, I don't know, 15 or something. I'd have to check. But if you buy it right now on Walgreens, you can get 15% cash back. So there you go. But I was reminded to bring that up tonight, having seen that Ambi Fade Cream. But comment below, have you guys, you know, used any of these things that are touted to be brightening? And if so, is there one out there that you have found to be helpful? Things like licorice. I'm just curious, because honestly, it's kind of like uncharted territory for me for some of them, because I'm always sort of hesitant to go recommending a ton of this stuff to people because I just don't know how great it is. But I had I saw good results with the soy, and other clinicians I know have said yes, that they think the soy is helpful too. Other clinicians I know have also mentioned arbutin, but I don't have much experience with that, and the licorice as well. So comment below on if you've been using a product for like brightening or dark spots, melasma, discoloration, whether it be Ambi Fade Cream or anything. And did you see an effect? I'd really be interested in those kind of things. So comment below. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video today. I'm going to conclude it here. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye!